Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10 and support the channel at the same time. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends. We got some more Core Set 2019 cards to take a look at. Earlier today we did a video where we checked out 4 more cards that escaped into Dominaria booster packs. But these cards we're going to see now are part of the intro for this season's Spellslingers, which premiered today, actually, on Geek and Sundry, which is a YouTube channel. So check it out. It's a show hosted by Sean Day9 Plot. It's actually pretty entertaining. It's been a few years now, I think, since they actually did their last season. So it's been a little while. Now, in their intro, they show some cards, and some of these cards we have never seen before, and they are in the core set. So let's jump in and see what's there. Now, the first couple of cards are very fuzzy, so I'm going to give you my guess as to what they are. But I could be a little off on this, so bear with me. The first one looks like Cleansing, maybe Nexus. 2 white and 3. It's a sorcery rare. Here's where it gets a little choppy. Choose one. I believe it says destroy all creatures or destroy all artifacts and enchantments. If that's truly what this says for 5 mana, this is actually pretty decent. I mean, a control deck in Standard might want something like this as a versatile board sweep. First off, they can use it right in the current Azorius control builds and take care of creatures most of the time, but every once in a while, if artifacts or enchantments are giving you a hard time, then you also have that option. You're not really paying more for that. Again, assuming we're reading this correctly. Now, this next one we can mostly make out. Sigiled Sword of Valeron. It costs 3. It's an artifact equipment. It appears to be rare. Equipped creature gets +2/+0, has vigilance, and is a knight in addition to any of its other creature types. Whenever equipped creature attacks, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance, tapped and attacking, I believe is what that says. But we can't read the equip cost. Now, when it comes to constructed magic, the equip cost could make or break this card, obviously. If it's 1, it's going to be really good. If it's 8, it's going to be really bad. So I'm not going to go any further with that until we know more details. However, I will say, regardless, this probably feels like a pretty good limited card. And it is at least a sign that there's more knight support coming, which is pretty cool. Now, if you look to the left, you see a card that you might be familiar with. It does appear like there's going to be a reprint of Mentor of the Meek coming up in the set. This is actually a very good card. Could see standard play for sure. Maybe this will push some of the white weenie builds a little harder. Alright, the next card here does appear to be another reprint. Still appears to be uncommon. And that's Horizon Scholar. Nothing amazing here for constructed magic, but very fine card, definitely for limited. Alright, here's a new mythic, Apex of Power. 3 red and 7 sorcery. Exile the top 7 cards of your library until end of turn. You may cast non-land cards exiled this way. If this spell was cast from your hand, add 10 mana of any one color. Well, first off, this is a very expensive spell. That's a big problem when it comes to Standard. There's already people looking at ways to maybe expedite this into play in Standard and such. I'll be honest with you, nothing's really screaming out to me, though, that feels efficient enough. The problem is this card is kind of high variance on its own, much less trying to combo it with something else. Now, you could play this in Commander. The only thing that's awkward about that, though, is a lot of Commander decks are going to have multicolor spells in them. Now, you can still supplement with whatever mana you have open still after you cast this thing, which is not out of the question in Commander. So it's not a deal breaker by any means, but I do feel like there's similar style cards out there that might be a little better than this one, but still very playable there. In Limited, like, this could be tough to cast, granted, and if you exile 7 cards, you might be winning the game at that point if you can throw even just a few things onto the battlefield. It could really turn the tide for you, perhaps. But at the same time, you only have a 40-card deck, so it does become a little bit risky as well. So I don't know, this card is very interesting. It does feel mythic, I'll give it that. It has a very mythic feel to it. I don't know if that always translates into good, though. Alright, next we saw another reprint, and this is Smelt. If you're not familiar with the card, here's what it looks like. I could see this seeing standard play, definitely. I mean, right now we have a Braid, so maybe it's not necessary because even though this is a little leaner, Braid also gives you more flexibility, which is very, very good right now. Now, it could see play in this coming meta if maybe there's some decks with a lot of artifacts you're concerned about. You could play this out of the board in conjunction with a Braid or something like that. But definitely after Braid rotates out, I think this sees play. Alright, this is Prodigious Growth, 2 green and 4. It's an aura enchantment. It looks like it's rare here. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +7/+7 and has trample. This is very playable in Limited, maybe as a one-of. Just be real careful with cards like this, though. You don't want to get blown out if you try to put this on a creature and it's removed or something like that. 6 mana is a lot of mana to waste on something like this. It is very high risk, but yet very high reward as well. Sometimes could even put away a game. Just play it at the right time. Wait till your opponent's tapped out or has no cards in their hand, and you might be able to get away with one. This last card is also a reprint. You might be familiar with it, Rogue's Gloves. And yeah, this is a good limited card, definitely. Like, I played this before and been happy with it. I've always felt like this is at least borderline standard, depending on the environment. Although it is going into a pretty robust environment, so I don't know. It does feel like it could be difficult. Equipment generally, unless it's really, really, really pushed, I think does have some trouble in the world of standard because of the consistency issues where it does have to be paired up with a creature for it to really do anything. Alright, with that being said, those are the cards for today. And now that we finally saw some more cards aside from commons from the set, I'm a little more excited for it. I want to see more right now. I really liked Magic Origins. I hope they continue to build off what they did there with this set, but time will tell. Until next time, hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible by the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.